Hello and welcome back to another Arena video. Big news on Arena this week. Pioneer Masters has released. It's a new set. It's an Arena exclusive set, so it's not available on paper. And it's a set that's designed to bring more Pioneer cards into Arena so that the Arena-only format Explorer is kind of closer parity to Pioneer. I don't think that this brings Explorer and Pioneer in like total parity, so they're exactly the same, but I think it's a step in the right direction, and it's I don't know, somewhat close. So it's a draftable format, and so we're going to jump into a draft. Okay, so what have we got here? Our rare is Etherling. I think this is probably, I don't know, I think it's probably good. It is a 6-drop. It's super expensive. What else is in the pack? I really like Night Howler. I think that's very good. There's a Gatebreaker Ram and a Treasure Cruise, which I've definitely got my eye on. Call the Gatewatch might be good. This is part of the Planeswalker bonus sheet, but I don't think it's a card you first pick because it could just be an absolute dead card. Phalanx Tactics is going to be pretty good in the Heroic deck, which is very strong. Etherling. It's probably a really good creature to just have on the field. Like this will close out games. I don't love starting in blue. This is my second draft of the format, so there's still plenty of cards I don't know. But I guess we'll take the Etherling and see where it goes. Okay, following up Etherling with Abidant of Thassa is very interesting. These cards go very well together. There's also Bloodtithe Harvester is great. There's a Ruinous Path, which is pretty good with Planeswalkers being pretty prevalent in the draft at the moment. Alpha Authority is probably decent. These DFC lands are good. Compulsory Rest is really good. But I'm pretty happy to get further into further into blue. And pick up the Abidant of Thassa there. I think that's fine. I think this is going to be good. I think what we then want to do is definitely some kind of blue control deck, whether that is blue-white with flyers or blue-black and it's like graveyard stuff. Either of those would be fine. Blue-red Spellslinger, these might be it might be okay. Yeah, it might be okay. Blue-green Ramp would probably be fine too. Not so good with the Abidant of Thassa, but probably better with the Etherling. But the blue-green is more of a like Gates format. So here, Cruelty is very good. Silk Wrap is pretty good. Kabira Takedown is pretty good in like red-white. Songgrace Pegasus is great. Cloudfin Raptor's also good. I think Cloudfin Raptor's probably better. 1 mana 0/1 with lifelink that grows. Now there's a Wild Slash and a Cruelty in this pack, which are probably the best cards in the pack. I kind of think Cloudfin Raptor is a decent card, and we are just getting deeper into blue. It seems like white is open, and this is a perfectly good card in blue-white. So I'm going to take the Cloudfin Raptor, knowing full well I'm passing up a Cruelty and a Slash, because I kind of like just getting deeper into blue for the moment. So I think white is definitely open. Sire of Sanity is not good. I don't think that's going to be very good at all. Tormented Hero, Valakut Awakening. Awakening's probably decent in like blue-red spells, but white has felt more open. Giraport Gearcrafter is great. Return target enchantment from your graveyard to your hand, which does get back Abidant of Thassa. We could take Lotus Eye Mystics. If we were doing blue-red, Valakut Awakening seems good. Witch's Mark also seems good. Do I want to do blue-red or blue-white? I think white is more open. I think it's sensible to take a white card here because I think white is going to be more open. Is Lotus Eye Mystics good? I'm going to take it. because it works nicely with the Bident of Thassa. Now here, there's a Martial Glory, a Furious Rise, which wouldn't really be what we want to do in blue-red anyway. There's a Blood Tithe Harvester. That's pretty late, because I think Blood Tithe is really good. 3 mana for 2 1/1s is pretty mid, right? Like, that's not super exciting. I guess Lotus Eye Mystics can fetch Oath of Gideon. Artful Maneuver might be good. Consider is kind of free and is decent. I don't know if Oath of Gideon is worth taking. It's from the Planeswalker sheet. I'm not married to the Lotus Eye Mystics. I'm going to take the Consider because it's kind of free. Or maybe I should take the land, actually. I'm going to take the Consider. I think it's kind of... It is just free there. And I just want to get a little bit deeper and see what is open. White's drying up somewhat. Black is looking good. Phalagi Archaeologist is good in a Spellslinger deck. Flitter Step Eidolon's actually probably a better pick. This is a really good card. It's just a 2 mana 1/1, can't be blocked. That's super good with a Bident Thassa. You can bestow it onto something big later in the game. So I think Flitter Step's good. I would not mind some Phalagi Archaeologists. And we are still firmly blue, not married to anything else. There's a second Mystics. There's another Girapul Gearcrafter. Nantuko Husk is probably not it. Windrider Patrol is, I guess, synergistic, but we have enough top end. I think we need more low end stuff. Now, Girapul Gearcrafter is a great card. I'm going to take the Evolving Wilds. And again, it just keeps us really open, which I think is worth it while we scope out what is open. So yeah, the Gatekeepers is a gate card. Kind of makes sense. Blue-green, I don't think any of this is particularly good blue-green stuff. Scarb is just a decent creature in our deck. Maybe I'll take the Scarb. Don't think we're really... I mean, we might do Gates, but I think Scarb might be a bit better. Because I do think we could do red-blue Prowess. We could still go in that direction. I like Sight Beyond Sight. It's good in a lot of different ways. It's good for our Prowess creatures. We have a couple of those now. It would be good if we go into red as well. So I don't mind that. There's a Rogue's Passage, which I guess we don't really need. We could take Mizium Skin. Tarkrop Skirmishers, fine. Akoum Warriors, pretty decent. But I think Mizium Skin is going to be better in the deck that I think we might be building. There's a Nivix Cyclops. There's a Wild Slash, though. And that makes things tough. I think Wild Slash has gone really late here. I do want the Cyclops, but I'm going to take the Wild Slash. Because I think red-blue is looking very open, and we're more likely to get a Nivix Cyclops later. Wild Slash should not stick around too long. Now, there's a Valakut Awakening. There's a Witch's Mark, which is pretty good. It's hard to turn down Valakut Awakening because it's just a super versatile card. So I'm going to take that. And here, this is probably Perforos's Emissary. I don't think Rise is what we want to do. I don't think Martial Glory... I mean, we could. Maybe we'll play white as well, but I'd rather take Perforos's Emissary and stay focused. Bloodfire Enforcers is playable. And Gearcrafter last pick, I'm super happy with. So that's great. That's basically free. So there's a Clutch of Currents here. Humble Defector is pretty good, huh? Especially if you can, like, bounce it. Warhound is okay. Boundary Lands Rager, not really what we want to do. There's another Consider. There's really good white cards in this pack, but I say we stay on blue-red Spellslinger. Maybe it's the Humble Defector. Because, like, Clutch of Currents is good interaction. It could just be that Consider is better. Could just be that Consider is... I think Consider's good. We have lots of 1-drops, though, but I'm going to take the Consider. No, I'll take the Defector. I want to try it out. So let's switch to this view so I can see it better. There's a Gates Ablaze. A Crone Crusader is a great creature. There's another Mizium Skin. I think a Crowan Crusader is probably best card in the pack. We don't have loads of ways to target it. We could take the gates ablaze. Maybe that's something that we want to do. We have a Mizium skin. I think we might be able to pick up more Mizium skins, and I think a Crowan Crusader could end up being pretty good. Draconic Roar. 2 mana, 3 damage target creature. That's pretty hard to turn down. There's another Crafter. Let's see, there's a Salundi Vision. I wouldn't mind one of those. There's another Bloodfire Enforcers, but I'll just take the removal spell here. So we have a Wild Slash and a Roar. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I don't think we're going to play Lotus Eye Mystics. Niblis of Frost. This is pretty damn good. This is exactly what we're doing. Artisan of Forms feels a bit off, actually. I don't know how good that is. There's another Gates Ablaze, so there's pretty sweet gate stuff going around. I could have done with that in my last draft, where I drafted an absolutely diabolically bad Gates deck. There's another Consider, but Niblis of Frost is great. We're looking pretty heavy on the top end. I need more early interaction. So I think we have enough top end now. What I need is to make sure that we stay alive. So we could take Tarkrop Skirmisher here. Is Darksteel Ingot ever good? Indestructible, Ramp Spell, Enable Splashes. Should I just take the 2-drop playable creature? No, I don't think so. I think you can get this super late. I don't think Darksteel Ingot is very good. I'll take it here. Compulsory Rest is pretty good, and we could end up playing white. Compulsory Rest probably the best card in the pack, but I'll take the Darksteel Ingot. Let's stay focused. I don't know how likely it is that we'll play it. So now there's a 10th District Legionnaire. There's a Martial Glory. It feels like red-white's open, to be honest. Maybe I'm supposed to be playing Jeskai. Notion Thief is a great card. I think I'm going to take the Crowan Crusader. And again, stay focused. I wouldn't mind more Mizium skins. There's one. There's another 10th District Legionnaire. So the red-white deck would have been really good. But what we've got is absolutely fine. Now, there's a Phalanx Leader. So, again, yeah, red-white was looking really, really strong. But again, there is a card that we can take here. There's a Consider. I would love to see some Cyclopses. I'll take a Clutch of Currents here. It's really good with the Humble Defector. It's decent, decent enough interaction. We have plenty of spells. Could do with some more Spell Slinger payoffs. These Crusaders are not fantastic, really. I'd rather not play these, even with the Mizium skins, they're not superb. Not with the deck that we're building. Guess they're okay with the bestow creatures. Okay, I'm going to take a Martial Glory here because I don't think. Oh, maybe is Ingenious Scarb good? Maybe it is. It's a prowess creature. Okay, I'll take the prowess creature. So we are a heavy, heavy blue deck. Hellcutter is great in an aggressive deck. I think Salundi Vision is the sensible pick. I do really like having a couple of these DFCs in the deck. It just makes things run a lot smoother. So I like that a lot. Cloudfin Raptor's great. Artisan of Forms I don't think is very good. So let's go with the Cloudfin Raptor. We're probably not going to play a Crowan Crusader. Tarkrop Skirmish is pretty weak too. Windrider Patrol is probably a little heavy. I'm actually going to just tuck this Martial Glory away because I don't think I'm going to play Quicken. Don't think I'm going to play the Wind Rider. There's another Niblis of Frost. I mean, that's pretty insane. So I am glad that we're in blue-red and not in blue-white, because we are getting these, we've opened 2 Nibli. But this is a really good card. So I'm going to take that. That's a great 4-drop. We might drop one of these other 4-drops. Yeah, might be Bloodfire Enforcer goes. Zephyr Winder is decent. There's a blue-red land. Do I want another 2-drop creature that's evasive? Seems pretty good. 2-drop creature that's evasive seems pretty good. Yeah, I'll take the evasive 2-drop. I wouldn't mind having the land. But we've got 2 DFCs, so we're probably playing 16 lands. So there's a Fall of the Hammer here, which is really good. There's a Nivix Cyclops though, and I don't think I can turn that down now. We have Wild Slash and Roar. I would love a Fall of the Hammer, but I think Cyclops is pretty important. It's pretty hard to turn down Fall of the Hammer though. Yeah, it is pretty hard to turn down Fall of the Hammer. I'm going to take the removals. No, I'm going to take the Cyclops. No, I'm going to take the removal spell. Yeah, I'm going to take the removal spell. I think we're going to cut Bloodfire Enforcers. Not sure we're going to play Perforos's Emissary. Because I think we have plenty of top end up here anyway. Archaeologist is good. There's another Fall of the Hammer. So I really wish I'd taken the Cyclops now, obviously. So, second Hammer, I think, is good. First Archaeologist is also good. But I do think the removal spell is just super good. So there's a Monastery Swift Spear here. That is sick for this deck. Boulder Salvo, pretty bad, but Swift Spear is great. Swift Spear is really great. So I think Tarkrop Skirmisher we're not going to play. This is feeling pretty good, to be honest. It's feeling like the deck's kind of done. There's another Wild Slash. I'll take that over a Wind Rider Patrol. I think we have enough. I mean, I could do with maybe I could take the Wind Rider Patrol, but I'm not going to take it over a second Wild Slash. That's way too good. And here, I mean, there's, again, like, white seemed open. Heel Cut is great. Boulder Salvo seems pretty good in this deck. We have so many cheap spells to go with it. I'm going to take the Boulder Salvo. And then Essence Scatter is perfect. How many creatures have we got? Not tons. So I could do with a few more creatures, but I'm fine with being a creature light deck. Fall of the Hammer looking a little bit weaker now because we're low on creatures and we have quite a lot of good removal. Mizium Skin's looking like we're not going to play 2, I don't think. There's a Bloodfire Enforcers, that's fine. There's a Salundi Vision, which is, again, like, it just feels free because you can play it as a land. There's a land, there's a Girapur Gearcrafter. I might be better off just taking the creature here. Yeah, I'll just take the Gearcrafter here. I think that's sensible. And there's a Nivix Cyclops, so that's sweet. Really sick that we got that on the wheel. Really sick that we got Archaeologist on the wheel. We made some good decisions, I think. There's another Boulder Salvo. All right. And there is a Wind Rider Patrol. Yeah, so we got super rewarded. We got super rewarded playing blue-red. the cards we got back on the wheel are really sweet. So let's see. We're probably not going to chuck anything else in. Let's take a look at what we've got. Now, 49 cards, loads to cut, 16 creatures, 15 instants and sorceries. So, we are a Spellslinger deck. We are a Spellslinger deck. Aetherling might be a bit too expensive, but it definitely can close out a game. Mizium Skin feels a little weak, but it's probably worth having one. Cloudfin Raptor. See, all of our creatures will continue to trigger the Cloudfin Raptor. This triggers it. It's pretty... Cloudfin Raptor's pretty good with, like, Cyclops and Archaeologists. Defector... We have one way to bounce a Defector. I want to try the Defector. I think it's probably, like... It's probably good. It might be that I want to... It might be that I'm supposed to cut the Aetherling and just focus on these Nibblers of Frost and sort of top out at 4 mana and keep it really low, like low curve. We have 2 Salundi Vision and 1 Valakut Awakening, so I do think... And we have 2 Considers, so I do think we can cut down to probably 15 lands. Definitely 16. We're definitely not playing 17 lands. And I think Mountain goes first because of these 2 Considers. Clutch of Currents is going to be important. Eidolon is pretty good too. Like, it's a good late game play to close out a game. It's a good early game play to sort of enable a Binding of Thassa. We're going to draw tons of cards, so I do think we could cut down to 15 lands. I think I'm going to do that. We have 3 DFCs. So we effectively have, for like opening hand purposes, we have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 lands in a potential opening hand, but 15 as we play, and I think I'm pretty happy with that. Would I even go down to 14? With 3 DFCs, I consider... Don't think I need the Evolving Wilds. And I think maybe we can go down to 15. Because we have the Consider, we have Humble Defector. Yeah, it feels a little bit like, I don't know, not 100% sure that that's correct, but it feels like we could go down to 15. I'm going to cut the Wind Rider Patrol. Decent card, but I don't think we're going to need it. We have 2 Wild Slash, Draconic Roar, and 1 Fall of the Hammer. I think we can cut 2 Boulder Salvos. Sorcery Speed, so they're just a little bit weaker. Sight Beyond Sight. It's a good card. It's a good card. I think I want to keep that. So we've got 1 Cyclops, 2 Scarbs, and 2 Gear Crafters. The Scarb does seem better in our deck than the Gear Crafter does. Don't really want to cut any more creatures though. If I were to cut 3 cards here, it would probably... I'd probably be looking at... I'd probably be looking at the Ingenious Scarbs. What's a sorcery? Sight Beyond Sight is a sorcery. And... Humble Defector doesn't seem very good. Is Clutch of Currents is a sorcery. So we could cut Clutch of Currents and Defector. And then we just have 1 more cut to make. It could be Cloudfin Raptor. And it... Yeah, we could probably cut a Cloudfin Raptor. Do we cut Mizium Skin? don't think it's the Eidolon. It might be one Scarb. Or is it one Gearcrafter? I don't know which one of these is better. I'm looking at these two cards. I think Gearcrafter is the better card in a vacuum. 3 mana makes a 2-1 and a 3-1. But Ingenious Scarb, I don't know. Is this card good? It's hard for me to gauge. 2 mana, 2-3. It's pretty relevant ability. But I guess I don't want to sink the mana into it. So I'll keep the Gearcrafters. I'll cut the Scarbs. That works better with the Bident of Thassa. Do need double blue. So maybe I am supposed to... Well, we've got 1, 2, 9 blue sources, and we don't need double blue until much later. So maybe this is the deck. Now, I have some questions. I have questions around whether I'm supposed to play Mizium Skin instead of one Cloudfin Raptor. So that's one thing we're going to ask in these games. I don't think we're going to need more interaction. I mean, I guess we have no way to shut down something big, with the exception of Niblis of Frost tapping it down, but that seems reasonable, to be honest. I wouldn't cut anything that draws us cards. So I think the question is, do we close out the game? I'm hoping that we do. I think we will. So actually, I think the question is, do I want Mizium Skin instead of a Cloudfin Raptor? Because this is good in the early game. It's pretty damn diabolically bad to draw late game. And we do have Swift Spear to considers. So I have questions around the Gearcraft. I have questions around the Cloudfin Raptor. I think we need to ask whether they are better than Skin and Clutch. And that's it. Okay, let's go. So, launching into game 1. And our hand is looking good. We can consider... I mean, I need to find some interaction, but I think I keep a hand with a turn 1 consider. Two mana, 2/2 with reach. Cloudfin Raptor on 2 into Scarb. That's pretty good. Obviously, they have a reach feature, which is slightly awkward, but we can outscale it because we can go Scarb into Niblis and make this a 2/3, and then start attacking with it. Harpooner, okay, that kills our Cloudfin Raptor, but that does mean that our upcoming creatures are safe. There's a Mizium Skin, it's pretty useful. But let's play out our 2/3 to block their 2/2. So green-white, this should be a bestow deck, which mostly is at sorcery speed, the buffs. Do I take 5 here? If next turn I play Niblis... I think I do take 5 here and play into the combat trick. Yeah, we had to get the combat trick out of their hand. We still have a fairly high life total. I do need to draw some interaction. It's all a little bit slow right now. Not sure whether... I would love to play Niblis of Frost next turn and have the Mizium Skin up. That does mean taking a hit for 5 this turn. I think it's going to have to just be okay. 7 even, taking 7 this turn. Yeah, it's not ideal, but it's going to have to be okay. Woodland Wanderer as our 4/4. Tough stuff. Yeah, okay, so they're tapped out though, so let's see if we can't... So what I should have done is try to... Oh man, that's a miss. That's pretty miserable. Still, we can get the Nibblers of Frost online. So we have to tap something down before they go to combat. Hopefully they try and remove the Nibblers of Frost first. And we can sort of blow them out a little bit. No. Okay. So we have to do this now. No, actually we don't. The risk is... Well, they might have a kill spell for this. If they have a pump spell, then we're going to lose anyway. So I think... Yeah, I think we are going to... No, let's block the 4/4. No, I think I need to draw out a pump spell. They have it. There's the ambush. Down to 2. So we're in some trouble. But if we can draw a few spells off the top, then we will be fine. We can keep their stuff tapped down. We have a lot of work to do and only 2 life left, and they are up on cards. Don't mind seeing a district guide there. Draconic Roar is a great draw. So if we're going to kill one of these and tap another one, if they can protect it somehow, one of them is still tapped, we still have 2 blockers. No, I think it's too risky to attack. So let's Draconic Roar here. Tap you. Nemesis of Mortals. 5/5 Monstrosity 5. So it turns into a 10/10. But again, we can just tap that down. Gearcrafter's a good draw here. So we're going to make 2 blockers. I think I need to keep the 4/5 untapped. So what I can do is Aetherling can't be blocked this turn. Go to combat, attack with these 2. And I need 3 mana up, so I can give Aetherling +2. Hit them down to 12. Untap Etherling, play out 2 blockers. Etherling can go up to an 8. An attack for 8. So we actually have lethal next turn. Wait, no we don't. Oh, that's fine. So is this lethal? We have an attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is just lethal, right? Can't be blocked. So that's 3, 6, and that's 12, right? Sweet. Sweet! It was close, but we got there. A little bit slow. So, Gearcrafter was good there. Mesium Skin was also pretty good. Cloudfin Raptor got clowned pretty quickly, but I still think it was, you know, it had a place in the deck. The Scarb was not super impressive, but none of the cards left in the pool draw cards. So all right, game 2. So I had a look at the pool. I don't think there's any cards in there that I want to add in. We're going first. We are going to keep this because, again, it's just a turn 1 consider. So we can try and find a mountain, and then our hand is pretty damn good. We can hold up Essence Scatter. In fact, we might even not consider on turn 1. Nah, we'll consider. There's no reason not to. Cloudfin Raptor. No, let's find a mountain. We don't need to get on the board just yet. Am I going to scatter that? I think I am, because it's going to put a fair amount of pressure on us, and we might get mana screwed. There's the mountain. Okay, so I didn't need to Essence Scatter that, but this is fine. Land gives us Niblis of Frost, which is sweet. Yeah, I think if we didn't draw that mountain there, then I think Essence Scatter was the right play. Just to keep the pressure off. I do like that land, so I think I'm going to play this out as a land. Am I going to play the Flitter Step now? No, I like having it back as a non-creature spell that I can play later. Super good combo with the Niblis. So, I think I'm going to hold back, because it's very likely that they have some kind of kill spell. So I'm going to lead on the Cloudfin Raptor. And we'll just chill. We will Niblis next turn. They're going to Bala get recovery, their Blood Scrivener back. Interesting. Am I even gonna Wild Slash that? I'm not gonna Wild Slash that yet. Now they're tapped out, and we have 2 Niblis, so we can do this. They're going to want to dump out their hand, but we have removal for the Blood Scrivener. We have our next few turns looking really good. 4 lands is definitely enough for this deck to operate on. Aetherling might just be making the deck worse, but it did win that last game, so I think it's worth keeping in. I don't know if Blood Scrivener is that good. Not sure what that attack was. They were definitely baiting me. Wait, so what does this do? When it enters, put a creature card mana value 3s from your graveyard, from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield, gains haste, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, weird. We can tap that down with a Sight Beyond Sight. Let's do that. I suppose I will take an island. There's the Scrivener again. Briefcase. Okay, we have a pretty big attack next turn. Tasiga. Doesn't, not going to save him, unfortunately. So what does Tasiga do? Mill 2, return a non-land card of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. So let's keep the Warkite tapped. I don't even know if I want Valakut Awakening. I'll take it. Wait, hold on. I have 5 lands. Is 6 relevant? 6 is relevant. So the red land would be nice, but I'll take the island here. I'll play the mountain. Now I wish I had taken the Valakuts, but this is fine. So we have 4, 5, 6 right now. We can make it 7, 8, 9. And then this makes 10, right? So this is lethal. So we can play Niblus of Frost. We can Wild Slash their face. And yeah, there's lethal. Sweet. Yeah, deck feels really good. Feels really, really good. I think we definitely opened, like, opening 2 Niblus of Frost is super, super sweet. But, you know, we stayed open. Okay, game 3. Deck is feeling good. It's feeling super strong. Blech, that's not a hand. So this is a mulligan. We'll have to mulligan this. This is much better. Probably putting the Gearcrafter back since we're on the play. Gearcrafter in our deck is more of a defensive card. So we mill 3. Will we take the Bident of Thassa or the Mizium skin? Let's take the Bident. It's a pretty sick follow-up to a Niblus of Frost. Mizium skin's so good, though. With our hand as well. Gonna be greedy. Gonna take the Bident. Blue-white. Steward of Solidarity. So you exert it, create a 1/1. Get the Cyclops online. Next turn, Niblus. And then Bident, big attack. That's an Evolving World. So this could be an Essence Scatter. Is this an Essence Scatter? Did they played this last turn. I don't think it is an Essence Scatter. Shit. Okay. Fine. We still have the Biden. We still have Valakut Awakening. We are doing fine. This is... Tactician. So let's play the Bident and attack. Oh, is this only instants and sorceries? Shit. Okay. Misplaying all over the place. Are we going to have time for... Yeah, I think I'm going to play this as a land. Maybe we'll Valakut Awakening next turn. I played badly by not knowing what my cards do. But let's see how badly we are punished for that. Definitely not the best way to play. I think I should have taken the Mizium skin. Well, not that they've really done any of that yet. So Archon, Flying First Strike. That's it, really. Can it attack this turn? Is it good in this spot? It's not really. So I think I'm going to chuck both of these away. Oh, right, yeah, they are going on the bottom, aren't they? Yeah, okay. I am following. Let's get the Zephyr Winder in play. Not feeling good. Because we don't have an attack here, because this has First Strike. What I need is a Fall of the Hammer. We've lost both of our Niblis because we milled one. That's pretty rough. Okay. Aetherling, do you get us out of this in any way whatsoever? Not really. Not really. I think I don't Aetherling here. Flitter Step. Does that help? It doesn't. I need to find removal. That's what I need to do. Pretty rough. Okay. Yeah, I needed more interaction in this game. I also needed to not throw away both of my Niblises. I don't think that we have any cards that get us out of this, so let's just scoop it up. Bad game. Bad play. That was a mulligan. I played badly. We got unlucky, milling both of our Niblis. Yeah, I should have... I think I was greedy in that game. I think it was just greedy. All right, game 4. 2-1 so far. Another... Well, this is a keepable hand thanks to the Solundi Vision. But barely. It's a very slow hand. We are on the play. But it's pretty rough. I'm going to play this out tapped just in case we have a consider on turn 2 or something. Rage is decent. There's the consider. Slightly late, but that's fine. It's pretty good with a Cyclops in play. Pilgrim. They didn't reveal anything. Okay, it appears that was an accident. I feel pretty bad for the opponent there. So let's consider, let's find a land. I will take that island. That's exactly what we want. Thank you. Play the Archaeologist. Fall of the Hammer is great. Side Beyond Sight also great. Let's take the cheap spell. It's really nice with the Cyclops. Hold on, sorry. Okay, hold on. Cut that out, sorry. I had something happened, I had a distraction. So I don't want to play into a counter spell, but if there is a counter spell, then it opens the way for Etherling next turn, so I think I am just going to play the Niblis. I've learned nothing from our last game. It resolved. So now I think the opponent's going to have a pretty hard time. Selesnya Charm, make a 2/2. Desperation. Cardfin Raptor is not great there. They must have just drawn that, otherwise they would have played it. Valakut Awakening. I'm going to play this land because we have the Etherling in hand. I don't like playing Fall of the Hammer when they could have a way to mess with it. So I'm just going to attack for 3 here and get the Etherling down. +2/+2. It doesn't save it. What the hell? What the hell was that? Okay, well, we drop Etherling and opponent's way too far behind, I think. They're going to have to... I don't know what they could have to get them out of it. Opal Lake Gatekeepers. and they are tapped out. So we are going to use Fall of the Hammer. Deal 4 here. Tap the 2/2. Let's +1. Don't tap the red. I wanted to tap both of the blue down, but it doesn't matter. Still a pretty clean win. That felt like a kind of a steamrolling, to be honest. Opponent's deck didn't quite come together, and ours did. Okie doke. This deck feels super, super good. This deck feels really good. We are 3-1 right now. I've recorded for an hour. I'm going to cut it there. Yeah, okay. We've been recording for an hour. The deck is doing great. We're 3-1. It feels super good. I'm going to cut it there because I feel like a 1-hour video is about the right length. But if you want to see the rest of the games, let me know. I'm definitely up for just uploading the whole draft. Sometimes I'll finish these games on stream as well, but probably not this one. Because I think the best part of the video is the draft and then the first few games, right? That's what people want to see early in a format. So we've just got the first hour, but let me know in the comments what you think if you'd rather see, you know, the rest of the games as well. Nevertheless, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and you'll see more Magic the Gathering content every week. We're gonna, in the new year, I'm planning to kick it up to a couple of videos a week. And of course, you can check me out on Twitch if you want to see me play live. Every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, we'll be live playing Magic the Gathering at twitch.tv/SultanJosh. So please do check that out, and I hope to see you on stream. Okay, that's all for now. Bye-bye.